Welcome back to 6th grade math. Today we are doing part 2 of read and write algebraic expressions. Our goals for this video are to use expressions to represent mathematical and real-world situations and also determine a real-world situation given an algebraic expression. Before we get started, let's review which real-world situation could be represented by this numerical expression. So there are no variables, just numbers. We have 24 minus 6. Order of operations, we would do that first, and then we would divide that by 2. Sometimes it might help you to actually get an answer to know what would make sense. 24 minus 6 is 18. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. So our answer down here needs to be 9. So let's see. Matthew saved $24 in the last 6 months. He spent half of the money he saved to buy sports equipment. So half of that would be 12, right? Because half of 24. Also, if you're subtracting two numbers, 24 and 6, they need to be the same unit, like talking about the same thing. So A doesn't really make sense. B, Evan's brother loaned him $24. Evan paid some of the money back when he gave his brother half of the $6 he earned. Okay. So if he had $24 and he paid some of it back, that means he would give half of the 6. That would be 24 minus 3. Okay, so that doesn't really make sense either. That would not be a total of 9. Let's look at choice C. Millie had $24. She spent $6 to buy lunch. Okay, so 24 minus 6, she has $18 now. She gave half of the remaining amount to each of her friends. This does make sense. So she had 24, she spent 6, so now she has $18 left. And she divided that by 2, okay, split it in half, which is 9, and gave 9 to this friend and 9 to this friend. So this one does make sense. Let's double check the last one. Jada had $24. She gave $6 to her brother. The rest of the money she put in her piggy bank. So it does make sense, this part right here, but that means that she put 18 into her piggy bank, not 9. It doesn't have anything about dividing that by 2 or into 2 groups or anything like that. So the only one that makes all the way sense is choice C. So to write an algebraic expression that models, there should be a T right here, sorry about that models a real world or mathematical problem, look for words or phrases that signal certain operations. Just like in our last video, we talked about when to add, when to subtract, when to multiply, and when to divide. To write a real world situation for an algebraic expression, think about what operation or operations is in the expression and what that means. So and you also might need to consider the placement of grouping symbols. This just would mean that you wanted something to happen first. Okay, so suppose you must determine a real world situation that matches the expression. 60 is what you're starting with, and you're taking away an amount here. Okay, but notice you're not taking just 15 away from 60 and then adding x. You're actually taking away 15 plus another amount, an unknown amount. So we have to think about that. This could happen with money. Suppose you want to buy something for $60. You have 15 saved up so far. Then your grandmother calls and says she'll chip in for your purchase. She doesn't tell you the amount of money she will give you yet, so you just consider it X dollars. So you have $60 to spend. You know you're going to spend money. That means you're going to be subtracting from what you have. You know you have $15 to spend so far, okay? And your grandmother's going to give you some more. So that would mean you would want to add the money you have first before taking it away, okay, to figure out what you still owe. Okay, practice problem 1. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure this one out. Choose the expression that represents the perimeter of the rectangle. So first of all, you need to remember what perimeter is. Remember that is around the figure. So we're adding all the sides up. Now, you can either do 20 plus x plus 20 plus x, or the formula for perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. The length is x, 2 times x, and the width is 20, 2 times 20. 2 times the length, and then we know that that is actually 40. Therefore, A is the correct choice. Practice problem 2, Dario recycled B bottles and C cans. We don't know how many, we just know that he recycled some. He received 5 cents for each bottle and can. Choose the variable expression that represents the amount of money he earned. So we know that he he recycled some number of bottles plus some number of cans. Let's pretend 10 of each. I would add 10 and 10, and then I would multiply that by what he earns per bottle or can, okay? So the correct choice is D. You want to make sure that you're multiplying this by both because you're getting paid for bottles and cans. This one would mean you're just being paid for bottles. We wouldn't want to subtract them because we want to put them all together. So that's why A and C are incorrect. Before you leave, make sure you can use expressions to represent mathematical and real-world situations, and also determine a real-world situation for a given algebraic expression. Thanks for watching.